Hi everyone, it is Miss O'Neill here, and today is a good day to have a good day. I'm so excited to share this social studies game with you. I made it especially just for us. So here's how this game works. Let's see. Awesome. So what we're going to do is we're going to read a hint together. There's one hint on every single slide here. And it is your job as a smart second grade kid to make your best guess as to who the scientist, artist, or inventor is. Don't worry, because I know there are so many artists and scientists and inventors all around the world. All of these people came from our social studies lesson a couple days ago. So if you want, you can go ahead and give that video another watch through as just a little quick refresher. If you don't want to, that's totally fine too. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Here is our first hint. Our hint says, this man created many different ways to grow and use crops, like peanuts, sweet potatoes, and pecans. Do you have your guess? I'm sorry, there are kids in my hallway. They're kind of loud. Do you have your guess? This man is George Washington Carver. We learned about him in February when we made our big quilt. A lot of people think he's the inventor of peanut butter, but he is not. He's actually the inventor of things like peanut oil, vegetable oil. He found different ways to grow and use crops to help out poor farmers. All right. I don't know if you can hear these kids. They're like mad loud. Okay. Let's keep on going with our game. We are in social studies mode. So this hint says that these brothers were the first to fly a plane. Do you have your guess? It's kind of easy because there's two people here. These brothers are the Wright brothers. Here is a picture of them together and another picture of them together. You can kind of see their faces a little bit easier. So there is I'm not sure if it's a myth or a fact, but I remember hearing that they're brothers, so they kind of fought a little bit about who was going to fly the plane first, so they had to flip a coin. Orville, I think is his name, and Wilbur. Or maybe it's Orville and Wilbur. Anyway, that's the Wright brothers. Let's go to the next hint. All right, now this doctor proved that mosquitoes carry diseases and they can make people sick. Not all mosquitoes, but some of them. And his research helped save many lives. Do you have your guess as to who this doctor might be? All right, this is Dr. Carlos Finlay. And there is a picture of him. He was alive a very long time ago. So that's why the picture is all grainy right now. All right, now this scientist correctly predicted a solar eclipse would happen in 1789. Long time ago. What are you thinking? You are right if you guessed this name. It is Benjamin Banneker. Now, it was 1789, so they didn't have ways to take pictures or photographs, and I couldn't find a good portrait painting of him, so I found this. An astronomer is the name of a scientist who studies the stars and planets. He was also a city planner. So there's a whole bunch of different facts about him here. At 22 years old, using a borrowed watch as a model or a prototype, a pocket knife as his only tool, he constructed the first clock ever made in America, and it kept accurate time for over 20 years, which is a big deal back then. He planned for peace in time of war. Planning for peace in time of war was advocated by him in his famous almanac in 1793. So an almanac is like a book that helps you understand maybe like what the weather is going to be like. I believe. Do a quick Google search on that. Oh man, gosh, I love technology. Yep, so it is a calendar containing important dates and information like astronomical data and tide tables. So that tells you what the like when the sun will rise and when the sun will set, if it's going to be a full moon or maybe like a sliver of a moon. Astronomer things. All right, and this last little bubble over here says, on the advice of Thomas Jefferson, he was placed on the commission or the like big group of people that surveyed the land and laid out the city of Washington, D.C. So if you have ever been to Washington, D.C., you can thank this scientist. All right, our next hint says, this woman started inventing when she was young, and she's most famous for inventing a machine that made paper bags. Do you know who this might be? This person is Margaret, or Maddie is her nickname, Knight. And here I was able to find a real life photograph of her. Awesome. If you remember back in our video, I think it said she was 12 years old when she started inventing. Wicked young. All right, this person invented many, many things, including the telephone. My favorite way to remember his name is thinking that like really, really old phones used to ring this when somebody was calling you. A bell for Alexander Graham Bell. Here is right in the middle, it's him talking on the phone, Alexander Graham Bell. I remember reading somewhere that he also was interested in finding ways to make things vibrate because his mother couldn't hear. So he wanted not just telephones, but ways for all sorts of different people to communicate together. I thought that was really interesting. All right, this hint says, this woman invented many new ways to take care of hair, and I found out this super interesting fact when I was doing a little bit of research about her on my own. This person is the first female self-made millionaire in the United States. That means she started her business and she was the first woman ever in the United States to make $1 million all on her own. Do you have your guess? All right, this person is Madam C.J. Walker, and I was able to find a real-life photograph of her too. I was super excited. Awesome, let's keep on going. So this man is best known for his experiments with electricity. I know our video last time also talked about him. I'm pointing at them, but you can't see. Talking about, what are these called? Oh, glasses. Oh my gosh. I need a nap. Or some ice cream. Maybe both. All right, do you have your guess for this guy? It is Benjamin Franklin. And I was able to find a portrait of him. So this is not a photograph, but this is a painting of what he looked like. All right, this person we didn't talk a whole lot about, but I am pretty excited to talk to you about her now. Our hint here said, this woman is a chef, but she was turned into an accidental inventor. Any idea who she might be? Ruth Wakefield. So if you've ever heard of Toll House cookies, this woman, Ruth Wakefield, owned that company. And here's another fun fact. She's from Massachusetts. How interesting is that? All right, this next hint. This inventor was very busy. He invented the light bulb, the phonograph. We talked about a way to record and listen to sounds. Film projector, and over 1,000 more different experiments. Do you have an idea of who this might be? Awesome. This person is Thomas Edison, and here is a picture of him. Awesome. So tell me, how did you do? Did you remember a lot of different scientists? Did you not? It's okay either way. Remember, there are so many more inventors, so many more artists, and so many more scientists out there that we haven't talked about. You're okay, Jake. What would you like to learn about next? Would you like to hear more about inventors or more about scientists? I think my favorite stories are the stories of people who were trying to do one thing and maybe did something by accident, like Ruth Wakefield. I love that story that she accidentally invented the chocolate chip cookie. I mean, I love chocolate chip cookies, and to think that this happened by accident, amazing. All right, I love you lots. I miss you a bunch, and I will see you soon. Bye, everyone.